We've had the jobless figure come in for September and showing a drop from 5.8% to 5.7%, over 35,000 full-time jobs being added to the economy. And staying with this theme, it appears that a good deal of Australian employers maybe haven't been managing this time as well, particularly from the aspect that maybe they haven't retained good staff or been focusing on that issue. Many do not believe there will be a skills shortage once the market recovers. This is what their actions seem to suggest, but the experts think otherwise. Simon Boulton from Aequalis Consulting joins us now. Simon, thanks for your time. Because you've got some interesting insights. Research that you've done shows employers might have dropped the ball in some ways in that they haven't been focusing on retaining good staff through this time. And of course, the whole crisis hasn't lasted as long as we might have previously thought.
Yeah.
People are starting to put back jobs. Just tell us what your research found on that front.
Well, what we found, Brooke, is that teams have become overworked, they're tired, and so there are very good employees currently waiting for opportunities to arise. They've simply been staying in their jobs recently because there's been a lack of other opportunities in the market. So I think that's the first thing. And secondly, the hiring activity's really picked up. Confidence is back. Organisations are now planning for growth, planning for future business. So we've seen a focus really change from job cuts or maintaining teams to actually growing teams and hiring. So that's been a significant shift in sentiment.
And so the eyes are kind of up around what's happening, firing staff, what are we going to do about the future, and not actually kind of centering on the good people that they've got.
That's right, and I think things have fallen such as training. People haven't been getting the training that they might have needed or wanted, and employees are showing that they're a little bit confused at the moment. I think there's a large percentage, our survey showed that over 40% of employees at the moment don't really trust their employers. I think information has been difficult to find. So there's a disgruntled workforce out there that we see as being potentially ready to find new jobs.
And this is what we're hearing from other recruitment firms when we speak to them about research. There's a lot of activity starting to happen there. Employers expressing a great desire to find opportunities when things get going again, or even now. But the skills shortage, and this is an issue of not so long ago, but experts that you're speaking to say this is really back on the cards very soon.
Well, it's a very delicate balance between available talent and actual vacancies. Okay. So a minor movement in those vacancies figures means that that talent's going to become more and more competitive. So I think as organisations continue to hire, that small talent pool is going to become increasingly competitive. So it's that sort of planning that organisations need to be looking at the moment.
And so your advice to businesses at the moment, I mean, as you say, that maybe they haven't been focused on training or retaining the good staff, then, you know, it's been a really worrying time and money's not been there perhaps, and resources. So what's your advice at this point then to businesses?
I think it's a case of just reviewing what you have in place to retain your best people. The best people organisations have are really going to be the force that brings them out of this downturn. So retention strategies need to be looked at. I think also just looking at how they can maximise opportunities of hiring top performers from other organisations as they become discontent. So it's those two things that I think are really paramount.
Simon Boulton from Aequalis, thank you very much for your insights into that with those jobless figures coming out today.